Noise pollution. Rock and roll. It's rock and roll, yeah. Alright, we got some stuff from Amazon today. I'm not feeling very good, but we're to get something done today. We'll start with our little intro. Rock and roll pick toss. Alright. Now, a little root beer. Doesn't seem like it needed to be done. What we got here? The way I'm supposed to open it, or just open? Nah. Not gonna fight it. Alright. Use oh, it's got an extra bag on it. Floyd Rose 42mm block. I wanted like a 40 or 41, but didn't have one, at least an official one, in between sizes. But I'm going to put this in my Court Ouija guitar. Huh. Just have changed how they package these a little bit. But it looks nice and it's heavy. Oh, I used to have a magnet here. I'll be back. Oh, here it is. Okay. Finally found one. It's a magnet. Just making sure my brass is not magnetic. So if it had stuck, that would have been a bit of a problem. Alright, so we'll put this away. And packaging is a little different than I'm used to. This looks duller. That's not. Usually this piece is loose. And usually there's some little divots there that lock in on each other so it can't just pop open. And then they usually staple it. So I wouldn't normally even think much about that, except there's a bit of an issue I just had. See, for comparison, there's a pretty recent Floyd Rose part. Has the divots that you have to pop loose. This is usually free. Doesn't look like this one was stapled. Try to get away. So the weird thing that just happened is I ordered this all at the same time, but I also ordered some original Floyd Rose springs. Anyway, these other things, they all said they were coming yesterday, and the springs said they were coming yesterday, but springs never showed up. When I looked at the tracking yesterday, it was looking like the strings were never shipped. Then I get an email today. I found it on the site first, saying it needed approval. So I'm like, okay. Click on the thing, and it says this doesn't appear to have shipped or something. Oh, what the heck. See what's in here. Oh, okay. What the heck? Two different packages. That's weird. They're ordered at the same time. Just gonna look at these closer. And this is another weird thing. See if I can find the original packaging. So see the package right here. Check here one more time. Get this outline in here. That's good to find. Why is this full of air? Random package ballooning. Weird that I can't find this. But anyway, looking for the bought one of these before. And it comes with in a blister pack. And when I went to order some, the ones on Amazon didn't have any picture. But on the 250K version, this is the 500K. Made in China. The 500K. Oh, this is the 500K. It had no picture, but the 250K one had the same package like mine had. My original one that I bought several years ago. I could feel a scraping in there. Another one was perfectly smooth. I don't know if you can see this very well, but they're I kind of tipped this the right direction. How come every direction I try to tip it is wrong? So things are kind of crooked. The two inner ones are pointed in a bit. I mean the two outer ones. So I can't really show it on camera well, but and the last one was just flat ass bent. How can this not rotate the way I think? Yeah. That one is bent in. So yeah, the packaging has changed and they don't show what's on them. have a picture for the packaging. Let's see if this feels like a quality part when I put the screw on. Doesn't feel bad. Kind of surprised it doesn't have a little bumpy washer, whatever those are called. The nut either looks nicely beveled or cheap, however you want to look at that. Scratching a little less. I'll have to see how that sounds in a guitar before I can tell. About the springs, well, it had a thing saying I could either cancel the order or say I still wanted it. Well, of course I still wanted it, but it wasn't really clear about what would happen if I said I still wanted it. I thought, okay, it might be easier just to cancel it and reorder it. Doesn't feel perfectly smooth. It is low friction. These aren't perfectly straight, but it's not bent like the other one. These have a serial number on them. All the numbers are the same. I don't know if they should be or shouldn't be. So I went ahead and canceled the order, and there was the reorder option. I hit that and it doesn't work. Okay, so I go to the page to try to reorder it, and there are no order options anymore. Like, okay. So I ordered it from, it said it was the Floyd Rose store on Amazon. I tried going to the Floyd Rose store, and there are no products on the Floyd Rose store anymore. It's like, what? Like, not just no springs, there's no nothing. Any category. I'm like, okay. So I just do a Google search trying to find some more springs to buy. I thought maybe I'll buy them at Sweetwater or someplace. And suddenly the price everywhere is over double the price. So, like, okay, so did we just jack up the price, or, will we run out of stock that we double the price and then try to get people to order? I don't know. Seemed kind of hinky to me. The actual Floyd Rose site has them for twice the price. Some other places had them out of stock for twice the price. Sweetwater was out of stock. But I'm like, so what the heck? So I was like, I want to look at my order and make sure that I'm remembering right, that I really ordered them for half this price that's being advertised now. And try to go to my order on Amazon, and it can't load the invoice. I try to go to the details. It can't load the details. I try going to other items on the same order. None of that'll load. I try going to an unrelated thing on Amazon, and it can't load that either. I can't get any details on any of my invoices or orders. Like, what the heck? So I go to my email, because, you know, whatever may have changed there, they shouldn't be able to change anything that's already in my inbox. And I find an email that came today saying, you know, it hadn't shipped yet. If I don't say contact them before the 4th, then they'll go ahead and cancel it for me. Of course, it's the 5th when I get the email about needing to update it by the 4th. So I go and try to search my inbox for Amazon stuff, and it's telling me there's nothing there nearer than the 20th. Or, I mean, 2020, 6 years ago. So I'm like, what the hell? That, I think, was just a coincidence. I finally found that if I changed something, it brought to my new inbox. I've never had it do this crap to me before. It's just goofy coincidence, I suppose. But so then I can find the Amazon things. I found my original invoice that was sent to me, and yeah, I bought them for $8.99, and now they're $19.50. It's like, okay, so it's what it. I don't know what did happen, but what it seems like it happened is they're sloppy about keeping track of their inventory, and then they just go ahead and sell items, and they go, oh, sorry, we don't have that, or we just don't ship it. And don't say, hey, it'll take us a little while. Just kind of just let that go and then jack the price up. Yeah. Well, in that email that was in my inbox, it still had the button for, I still want this item. So I clicked it, and it took me to Amazon, and another button. Do you still want this item? I'm like, yeah. So I don't know what's going to happen here. But just the weird thing with changing, you know, not having pictures, and then I get this in a different packaging than normal. Got this other item in different packaging than normal. It's like, are these even the real stores? I don't know. And I've been getting Floyd Rose stuff for a long time. The package, the black is always nice and black. It always has these kinds of things. It's usually stapled, but as we saw, not always stapled. Oh, here's one. It's not like that pattern. Okay. So this is something I got a while back. Floyd. It has this modern, I guess modern, one like the one that came today. Where's the back block? Thought I tossed it in here. That makes me feel better though, so maybe it really is what it's supposed to be. How did I lose my brass block? There it is. So this one's like this one. Stickied in. I didn't think I'd ever got one like that, but obviously I was mistaken. And here's one. A previous fat brass block. That one has the dull. Got 2 inserts. Two inserts for the same thing, but it's got the dull insert. Doesn't have the. Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better. So, at least on that. Not sure about this crap. That just doesn't scream to me a good way to ship something in a bag with no, it's got things that stick up that could bend. I don't understand why, if they were going to change the packaging, why they didn't just put the new picture on there. But we'll have to try it and see how it goes. I'm not paranoid by nature. I know. Need to install this here new power supply on my sister's computer. Need to do a bunch of work on tremolos, swapping parts back and forth, because this El Cheapo $20 Chinese tremolo acts like an El Cheapo $20 Chinese tremolo, and this Floyd Special nut isn't even as durable as this. I need to contact Floyd Rose about this the special tremolo I bought. I bought it brand new, and it's just one set of strings, and the lock screws stripped out the damn saddles, and this freaking nut is stripped out. Well, that wasn't that problem. What I was going to show was that if I pull on this string and then let it go, it'll drop lower, because that thing, the threads are pulling out. Well, that was exciting. So, if we break it, we'd better fix it, eh? Well, the string gets to be a little longer. Doobie-doobie-doo-doo. Ba-doop-boo. Ba-da-boo. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Get rid of that crap. Move these out of the way. Loosen the nut. Unwind the string away. String. Okay, so we clip off the bent end. I want the string to be able to go about there, about to the end of the saddle. That's still not far enough. Oh, but don't kink. Oh, that's more than enough. I'm actually going to bring it back a little ways. So something about that needs to be understood about stringing up a Floyd is that as you twist your tuner up there and pull the string around the peg, it can start to twist the string. And if it starts to twist, it'll keep twisting. I don't think it always starts to twist. Just if it does, it'll keep twisting. And the more it twists, I need to see if there's anything in there. The more string instability you'll have, because once you lock everything down, you've got that torsional twisting load still on the string. See anything in there? Oop. Oh, and there is something in there. Way down in the bottom. Doop. So what happens is, if you say you go ahead and stretch out your string, that gets the end-to-end string tension evened and balanced, but the torsional load is still there. So you tune it and you lock it and you let it sit, and as it sits, the string will tighten up. When you pick up your guitar, it'll be out of tune, so you naturally want to tune it. So you tune it and then you play it, and it goes out of tune, because once you start playing it, it pulls that torsional load out again, but just temporarily. Not straight. Take a few extra seconds to get your string straight here, because it will save you time. Fighting instability in the future. So, loosen, you sucker. So as you play, it stretches the string, stretches that torsion out, and then it's out of tune again. You have to tighten it, so you're actually going back where you started, and then it's in tune. Until you set it down, or you wait a little while, then it goes out of tune again, which is like just a constant repeating cycle. Just part of what gives Floyd Rose a bad name for being so unstable. Anyway, if you loosen it, if you string from the top, you'll only be tightening up. You'll be tightening up less, so there's less chance of getting string twist. If you have locking tuners, you run those straight through the hole. Line up the hole with the nut, stick the screw through, lock it, and then you're only turning it just enough to bring it up to pitch, which probably won't even get a quarter turn, maybe a half. So the string twist never gets started. So locking tuners are one of the best things you can do to make a Floyd more stable. A lot of people don't really understand what the point of locking tuners is. What they do isn't to increase tuning stability. What they do is prevent string twist. So if you don't get the string twisted in the first place, then you just stretch the string normally and it'll be golden. So yeah, I've seen people say, well, if you got a locking nut, you don't need locking tuners. They've totally missed the point. So if you hear people giving that advice, question all of their advice, because they are making a mistake. All right. Oh no, is the rest of it out of tune? Oh no. Anyway, if you have a string twisted guitar, do this. When you pick it up, if it's out of tune, instead of tuning it, I usually do the Jimi Hendrix chord, bend a bunch, bend the bottom 3 strings towards the treble a couple times, top 3 strings that way. This has been exceptionally out of tune, but on a guitar that just has some twist, that will bring it back into tune. I think I've got some slip on that last. This is string slip because this has gone clear down to until I can't turn it anymore. And that particular string has slipped so far I can't even correct it anymore. So I'm losing another freaking thread up there. It slowly pulls the threads right out of the freaking block. I got that tuned to D, or if it just already slipped again. Looks like I'm crazy because of this guitar. All the tremolo guitars on there, if I pick them up, they will be in tune. Because they're all fine. This is a Floyd Rose special nut, which is stripping out, and a $20 Chinese tremolo. This is not a recipe for good tuning stability. And not a good demonstration guitar by any means. spit toss. All right. Everyone take care. Have a great night. I'll find my mouse over there and everything will be all right. Take care.